Okay? Continuing there, so there's emotions, and we focus on those. There might also be events that you could think of where if you thought about it, it would trigger emotions that are painful. So memories. This is where we get into things like abuse, being bullied, going through those things, trauma. And then the lowest one, or the most difficult, the most tricky, are the limiting beliefs. So, and I put addictions in here also, somewhere in kind of this spot here. Limiting beliefs, things like, I can't do math. You know, all the things that we talked about before that were the self-talk that become the limiting beliefs. I'm shy, I can't do sports, I'm whatever. So you can play with those as well. The assumption is you have decided on these, and somehow they are getting in the way of you being free, of you being healthy, of you being emotionally, psychologically well. Self-actualizing kind of stuff, referring to Maslow again. Okay? So you decide on, so your objective is anything that feels the least bit out of balance at all of these levels, you try it. Sometimes they'll go away this fast, and sometimes it will take months. It's kind of like this. This is how another metaphor of how I picture this. Consider somebody, let's go with depression. There might be tons and tons of reasons why somebody's depressed. But it feels, we know how it's feeling. The person knows how it's feeling. But there might be, the reason why somebody's depressed, there might be, and it's kind of like a forest, where you have all these trees. You have lots of, these are trees. Okay, like I said. Okay, we have this forest of trees that are all creating this current problem of, I'm depressed. When you start doing this tapping, when you start doing EFT, you might take out a tree. You don't know at all how much of this is involved. Or we could also use that same metaphor last time. There's this atherosclerotic energy, this dam that's blocking the flow of your energy, that river, and you might take out a boulder, or you might take out a tree, and you feel a little better. You notice a little bit of a change, or you might not. Something happens every time you do this, I guarantee it. You may not notice it, but something happens just because you're of the process. Just like you weight lift, you may not notice it. Something's happening. You might take out 2 or 3 boulders. There's no one-to-one relationship with the activity, the process, and the outcome. So sometimes you just have to keep working on it. You keep working at it. So you feel better. You feel a little better. But you still notice something. But sometimes you might do it and you might take out half the forest. The worst erasing. Or you might take out 2/3 of this dam and suddenly you're feeling a lot better. Or gradually you're feeling a lot better. The depression is not so intense. The feeling, the headache, whatever it is not so intense. And so you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, until at some point the forest is gone and what you're left with is free-flowing energy, and when that happens, you function optimally. You're flowing, you're self-actualizing, to borrow from Maslow, you feel good. You wake up and everything's like, yeah, you're ready to attack the day. As opposed to you wake up and you've got pain or you're emotionally, whatever. That's kind of how this works.